the world, we were taught, and it is the true statement, that knowledge is power.
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Our problem is that we don't know the difference between knowledge and information.
Yes, sir.
What's on the internet is information.
Yes, sir.
They don't call it the knowledge superhighway.
That's right.
Do they?
No, sir.
They call it the information superhighway.
That's right. Come on now.
Why didn't you call it knowledge?
Right.
It's because knowledge is the true force that allows you to overcome barriers and obstacles in your life. And nothing can do that but that which is true, right, and a fact.
Go ahead.
Information, however, can be a lie. As long as it is words put together to make a sentence, a paragraph, or a page, you can call it information. But you cannot call it knowledge.
That's right, sir.
Did you hear? Then whenever they gave the other synonym for the internet, they called it the World Wide
Come on.
Web.
Come on.
Talk on that.
Yes, sir. Come on.
Well, Allah talks about the spider in the web in the Holy Quran. No.
Yes, sir.
And he considers the spider web to be the frailest of houses.
Come on now. Tell
Is
us.
that right?
Go ahead. Yes, sir.
In fact, when you look at all the currency in America, there's one thing in common among the one all the way to the $100 bill, and that is there's a spider web on all of the money in America.
Come on, brother.
Why? Because John Hawkins was a spider.
Yes, sir.
Willie Lynch was a spider.
Come on now. Come on.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
The slave traders were spiders. The Federal Reserve Bank,
Tell it.
spiders.
Go ahead.
The United States government has been a spider.
Go ahead.
What does a spider do?
Come on now. Come on now.
A spider spins a web that looks like an innocent domain.
Go ahead. Yes, sir.
You hear that?
Come on now.
But when you land on that domain
Right.
and you decide to get out,
Come on now. All right. Tell
the
it.
insect realizes that it's stuck.
Come on.
Right.
But the spider doesn't come and help.
Listen now.
The spider waits until the insect becomes tired fighting itself. Then it comes to the head of the insect and sticks a needle into the head. Sends into the body of the insect that it has trapped a poisonous enzyme that breaks down the form of the interior structure of the insect, but leaves the outside intact. Sucks out all the insects and leaves a shell that there might be in that one about the greatest subject in creation.
Come on now.
You get power from learning about the bird. Power from learning about the earth. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Power from learning about computer and technology, electricity.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But the bird, the bee, the animal, the fowl, the land is not the greatest in creation. When Allah created the heavens and the earth, He called them a glory of God. But whenever He created man, He called man the glory. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said the knowledge of self and the knowledge of God is the same knowledge. Did you hear? So the greatest seen entity is man. And the greatest unseen entity is another man called God.
Yes, sir.
So if the power is in knowledge, and the greater the subject you have knowledge of, the greater your power, then the way we get the maximum power
All right. Tell it now.
is by gaining the knowledge of God.
Yes, sir.
On this building, whenever the architect was designing the heating and air system, he said we should put 3-phase power units as far as furnaces.
Yes, sir.
I said 3-phase. What's that? He said basically what it means is that you'll have so much electrical power coming to it that it'll make your instrument last longer.
Yes, sir.
And it'll make it have a greater output whenever you need it.
Yes, sir.
In other words, a device that has more power coming to it than the demand that's in front of it.
Yes, sir. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Mercedes-Benz sells a car that is one size, but that one size car has many different size engines in it.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You can go get an S500, that's a V6 or a V8. They even have a S600 that's the same size and it's a V12.
Yes, sir.
What's the purpose of putting such a big engine whenever the other one works just fine?
Come on.
It's because the more power found in the vehicle, the longer the vehicle will be able to manage its weight.